welcome back to Landedkiller's Wargames. Today I wanted to just talk about World of Tanks business for a little bit here. So it's come to my attention that World of Tanks is about to implement a massive dogpile of turd on World of Tanks with this crew skill rework and with the World of Tanks Plus. I think it's just ridiculous. Heineken's there in case you're wondering, but yeah, it's ridiculous. All of this, all these changes, they're just it's like, do the developers not even care about anything besides the paychecks they get? I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, this little premium right here, this KV4K TTS, is probably the last premium I will ever get inside of World of Tanks, I think. The only exception will probably be Panzer 3, and that's it. Panzer 3K, and that's the only one I would ever get. And that's only if it was standard bundle only, and that's about it. Otherwise, I think I'm just done getting premiums for quite a while, because Tanks has got to earn my loyalty as a customer back, and so does Ships. But I'll get to Ships when I get to Ships. But it's what's nice about having a channel dedicated directly for tanks and planes, is that I can sit here and make videos on the subject matter without it messing with the main channel's flow too much. But yeah, I think that the main issue with the game at the present is the fact that or should I say the issue with World of Tanks and World Warships, is the fact that developers seem to be more and more greedy by the month, it seems, because Ships is having a problem of oversaturation of content, plus submarine torpedoes that home in really fast on you. But Tanks, it seems like the problem is that they're redoing all these crew skills with their already horrendous XP system for the crew skills. I watched Quickie Baby's video on the matter, and I was surprised to see World of Tanks' golden boy actually being angry at them for once. Even he wants them not to go through with this update, because this update effectively will put this game into the haves and the have-nots. If you don't have your 7 to 9 skill crew, you're effectively not competitive anymore. And Quickie Baby even admitted, if the update goes through as is, he would not recommend the game to people at all for a competitive sense. I just find the whole thing to be funny to watch a little bit from the sidelines, I would say, because that's one of the main reasons why I stopped playing this game all the time, was the developers getting more and more greedy. There was a time when the World of Warships economy was actually generous, and that was definitely about 4 or 5 years ago. But now they keep nerfing credit economy month after, about every 3 months or so they come up with some ridiculous change. I know they just nerfed the economy again. I haven't had a chance to test it yet. I figured I would get a Tanks video out first, because I've played Tanks longer than I've played Ships, surprisingly. I played World of Tanks when I was in college, just before college. I think I found it. It was like in my high school, my last year or two of high school, I found World of Tanks or whatever. Wait, I think it goes back to maybe sophomore year of high school I found the game. I was obsessed over the Chinese tanks more than anything. I wanted to get the 113 initially. I eventually got it, of course, and I don't know, I just kind of played the game like a lot. I was hooked. I was buying premium tanks left and right. I don't even remember my first premium tank even was at this point, because it's been so long. What was it? Maybe it might have been the Churchill 3 from what I understand. I'm not the biggest expert on this game. As you can see, I don't even have my consumables loaded up like how I should, because I don't know, I was being silly. But yeah, just play the game how you play it, you know? I just play it for fun at this point. That's why I make the Just for Lulz videos, because it's just about how ridiculous the game has gotten now. Because look at me, without a repair kit, I'm just doomed anyway, but that's basic. Well, it's not even getting the equipment and how that's all messed up. Yeah, people take World of Tanks way too seriously. It's just ridiculous. I stopped taking it seriously years ago. Once I realized that you can just enjoy the game just by playing it and not by trying to be super competitive, it got a lot less frustrating for me, you know? But yeah, I just think it's part of me is like laughing at that Quickie Baby being all angry and stuff, and then another part of me is like, yeah, he has a point here. You know, because it's just ridiculous how the game has lost its way, you know? I don't agree with the things Wargaming does. They do a lot of really weird things with their monetization. And every year they've gotten more and more and more monetized, and it just hasn't stopped. I mean, I even made a video on the main channel, you know, Landedkiller show. Wargaming, turn back now. I got a good amount of views, didn't it? Still, the developers don't listen. It's always about how fast can they pad their wallets. Back in my younger days, I even wanted to get the E100. I stopped at the E75 because I just lost the motivation to just keep grinding, you know? I just feel that they really are out of touch with their players. And I'm really getting serious vibes to when we had the World of Warships Community Contributor Exodus around 2.5 years ago, I want to say now. I think it happened just during the pandemic, or not just... It was probably September of 2020, if not September of 21, I want to say. Around that time, where we had a lot of CCs just quit on World of Warships. So for those not familiar, community contributor is a term for content creators that are a little bit affiliated with Wargames, and they get the free... They get to test all the new ships and new tanks. Like, Tanks has its own version of it too. I'm only familiar with Fodge left a long time ago. There was like this whole Fodge Gates thing where even Fodge was mad at Wargaming. I forget what it was over. I'm not gonna sit there and say the wrong thing on that, but let me think. We had an update a long time ago called World of Tanks Update Rubicon, and that really messed with the game. They're trying to sell things again that they weren't supposed to be selling, like the beta tanks, and a lot of other cruddy changes that they're going to go through with that I don't even remember now because it's been so long, but yeah. Point is that this whole update is worse than Rubicon. If Quickie Baby's saying it's worse than Rubicon, then it's worse than Rubicon, because Quickie Baby is usually the one that is pro wargaming most of the time, you know? I'm just saying, if he's getting all hyped up and mad like he is, then there's obviously a reason for it, you know? It's not about, it's about like this whole battle between the rich and the poor almost in this game now. I don't even think like a person with no job that's playing full time will be able to even play the game and keep up anymore. Let's get serious. It's only going to be the people that have the padded wallets and all that they're going to be able to keep up anymore. You know, or those that have, I guess if you don't sleep, maybe you keep up. But yeah, if we're saying years and years, no. I do agree with Quickie Baby's point of there having to be some kind of crew resets as a bare minimum for all these changes they're implementing. Now, I don't keep up to date on all of the changes of World of Tanks because I'm mostly focused on ships when I have the time to do so, you know? Long story short, I've been through a lot of transitioning and life and all that, you know, so it's fun. So I've been out of the loop a little bit, but the World of Tanks video came across my feed and I was like, huh, I should probably just talk about this a little bit. And I'm not sure if I'm going to name this World of Tanks just for Lolz or actually give an official title, because I don't want to give people the expectation that I'm going to keep coming out with informational videos on World of Tanks all the time, you know? But I suppose, you know, I'll just label it like the usual in the series, because this is basically World of Tanks just for Lolz for me. I just play just for laughs at this point. I don't take things too seriously, you know, but I try to help out my allies when I can. You know? I try to do what I can. Man, is it just... God dang it. Yag's gonna get my ass if I don't move. Jeez, come on, come on, come on. Screen not hit. What? See, this is what happens when you play like crap, like how I play sometimes. I admit it, I'm more of a new player these days when it comes to tanks. I'm the best player. You know, I do try. Oh, boy. Let's try Sherman. The point I'm trying to make is that tanks and ships used to be fun games before the monetization took them over completely. Like, let's be honest, monetization was always a part of the strategy for both games. But for a time it was tanks that was the most monetized, and now it's ships. Now they're kind of even and even again. But let's just be frank. Like, I saw the Shamrock Boxes video that Quickie Baby put out. I saw a brief snippet of it, and I looked at it, I'm like, what the? 2% chance for a tank? That's ridiculous. It's usually, even with our ships loot boxes, it's usually an 8 or 10% chance for a ship. Unless it's the non-premium variety. So I don't know what they're doing there with that. Just find this whole debacle to be really funny to watch, yet at the same time depressing, you know? It's weird. I have mixed feelings about this because I used to play this game so much. I did end up getting one of my favorite tanks, the E50M, out of it too, you know? I know it's not 100% factual for all the historical people out there, but it is a fun tank to play, the E50M, when you have it. But this is more historically accurate, the Sherman Firefly, because the normal Sherman gun couldn't get through the Tiger tanks, the Tiger 1 tanks as easily, so they upgraded the gun with a 17-pounder, and that's how the Firefly was born. I believe it served as a stopgap until the Cromwell was more widely available. Honestly, if the game wasn't in such a messed up state like it is now, I would have been like, yeah, let's go grind up E100, let's finish that grind. But even I can't play for more than probably an hour at most without getting flustered at the game and how broken it is. That's why I make these shorter episodes, you know, saying just for lulz, because that's the only way I can play the game, is just for lulz, you know. And obviously I can't just do World of Tanks Blitz videos all the time. I gotta put out a good video like this once in a while. Yeah, I try, but you're not gonna be 100% in everything you do, you know. There's gonna be times when things kind of fall off the rails because other things take priority, like trying to pay your bills and all that, you know. Jeez. I mean, between everything I deal with on a daily basis, you know, it's hard to find time to make videos at times, but when I have the time to do so, I'll try to get content out on my channels. I do care about them, you know. It hurts when I can't make videos, seriously. There's times when I've had to not make videos for a while now because I've been so busy. Oh, man. Now look at this, we're gonna lose this flank here. Better retreat. Crom's gonna need my help to stop the leopard from taking him. Let's see here if I can do something with that. I'm better off getting into cover here. Wait until he comes around the corner again, because the artillery's gonna spawn my ass. Be careful here. There's times when I'll do really good, and there's times where I won't do good. It just depends. Obviously, I'm not going to poke out here where the leopard can see me. I don't want the artillery spotting me right now. Jeez. Man, they're going to flank from the right side, and they're going to overtake everything. Dang, this match is just so steamroll. What the hell is hitting me? That leopard just snuck up on me, just like that, you see? See, this is the problem with tanks, is that you just get lit up and you're dead within 2 minutes. So I didn't really spend too much time with it after a while, because what's the point of playing a game when you're dying all the time, you know? I'm just saying, it's just ridiculous. What are you bugging me about? I don't need to buy anything because you guys pretty much screwed over your customers with your ridiculous changes. Seriously. Yeah, you can even see here, E75. What did I even do with it? Didn't even get the Top Gun for it yet. What did I get for it? The 225. I don't know what fuel modification is. That's how out of tune I am, but yeah. The thing I want to get would be this guy here. I don't really have any other aspirations. Where the hell is my favorite tank? Where is it? Where is my old reliable? Where did I put it? Where the hell is it? Where's old reliable? Here's my old reliable. Here's Churchill 3. I call this old reliable because this tank is pretty fast and firing and it gets in position. Good. But not everything needs to be a high tier match. In all honesty. Ah, man. Can have 1 million views or 1,119,000 views on one channel, and the other channel barely scratches anything. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not like a lot of people even know this channel exists to begin with. What are we at now? 6,485, and I created it on January 27th. Yeah. And I'm serious about the whole not creating any more channels thing. Seriously, it's a doozy when you can't even keep it with what you got, you know? And yeah. Dang. Somebody has a habit of leaving doors open. And I think somebody left the door open and is letting all the cold air in here. Ugh. Hey, I'm gonna have to put on a coat here soon and we keep doing this. Ugh. I just find it to be ridiculous that the developers haven't even came up with a response to Quickie Baby yet. If I was on the PR team, I would have been on this like stat. Especially if one of my highest influencers is saying that I'm in the wrong, I would have been listening. I would have been like, no, we better stop the development on this and we better reevaluate what we're doing here. That's what a common sense approach would have been, you know? Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. Why do the tanks have light bulbs on them? Is that... Okay, I know light bulb was 6 cents, but what is... Oh, I guess it's just saying they're spotted, maybe. I don't get it. Maybe it's saying that they detect you or something, I don't know. Well, it's pretty clear that they're just pushing through on one side and they're gonna do a lemon train. Now, why are all of our heavies just going on one side? I don't get it. I honestly wish I had a thumbnail artist to help me make some thumbnails once in a while. If I designed the thumbnails a bit better, I'd probably get more views on the videos. What's hitting us? Tank destroyers? Tank destroyer of some kind. Make a push of some kind before we get picked off by every enemy. Yeah, the crew changes are just really going to make it impossible for anybody to push anymore anyway. Better off just doing this at this point. We're spotting for them. Great. Excalibur. Yep. Yeah. There's our artillery. I'm just gonna try to get them with this. Yeah. People who join me on the push would have had a chance of maybe capping there at that point. People just don't push anymore because of how bad it is. You see, I think the whole reason why ships is penalizing you for actually making a push with the submarines is because they want the games to last longer. They want you hooked to the game longer. It's the same way with this game, you know? It's the same thing. Except it's artillery, not submarines keeping you back from advancing. In all honesty. See, I run a standard account on here, because I'm not going to bother with premium anymore. That's the point. What are you trying to bug me with now? Server pop seems to be holding strong. Items for points, what are you bugging me about? These are some kind of styles I can get or something. Yeah, you just don't know anymore with this game. There was days when this sucker right here would dominate in battle, and now it can't anymore. Because of all the changes they keep trying to put in the game. They don't have it anywhere. What the hell do they do with this? Shucked all these tanks in here and then forgot about them. All the real historical vehicles. For a game that prides itself on historical tanks, just shucking them all in here. Just ridiculous the amount of stuff to get away with. To have that whole offshoot of this line here. Get rid of that. So many other tanks. I stuck them in here. Why bother to think about balancing things out? What does it even get for its gun? And still get all the guns that it had before. Well, that's good at least. Jeez. The point I'm trying to make is that tanks is just being really stupid with the changes as well with ships right now. But tanks update is going to mess things up more than the ships update. Well, ships is just introduced a bunch of more Pan-American cruisers or whatever. The camouflages look nice, but I'm not going to sit there and spend $50 just to get one or two of them. What's the point anymore? It's just a cosmetic item. It doesn't give me any bonus like they used to. Yeah, that's how Wargaming operates. They offer you, like the camo change, being able to mount any camo on your ship. They use that to sell you their rebalance changes. I'm surprised I got a new battle this fast. Usually I never get a new battle this fast with the tier 3. Again, I have been out of the loop for a bit. Tier 3 battles. Maybe I can actually have some fun. I think this is one of those random gift tanks I just got. Oh yeah, I don't have it kitted out with anything, so I better be careful. I think this might have been a prototype of something. Man, we just live in such a crazy world now. Man. I won the battle with the Churchill. I guess they succeeded in the push. What was it? I had to be around 2012 when I started playing tanks, I think. Mainly wanted to play the German lines to start with. Then the Chinese lines. I would like waste so much time on the World of Tanks wiki. It was ridiculous. You know? I would hate to see the game die, but the developers are just basically putting themselves in that position with how they're doing things now. Cared about the players. Then you would stop with these ridiculous changes to begin with, you know? That's just gonna be a hard one to sit there. Flanking maneuver is definitely necessary here. Go around here. Oh. Won't let me go in there. Huh. Oh, this thing does not do really good with long range fire. Okay. Right. So we should have it. I just think these changes are just ridiculous. It's not what the players wanted, it's what Wargaming wanted. Can't support a game when the Sharks have no more tomatoes to shoot up now. Or whatever term they're using to describe the noobs these days, if they're tomato or whatever. Terminology changes over time after all. That's up to you, Wargaming. That's not up to me. You guys keep making these ridiculous changes. Oh man, what a Snapchat app. Notifications. It's annoying scrolling feed nonsense. It's not the greatest. Oh. What are you bucking me with? so greedy. They want me to spend money. Jeez. Well, I think that's enough tanks for one day. I have a ships video out shortly. Thank you all for watching. I think this will be World of Tanks just for Lolz number 7 or 8. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in.